Alright, what's going on, everybody? Today we've got a collective message for everybody. I'm feeling calm today. I feel like the energies are, they're a bit quiet. I guess some of us could be standing in a feeling of defeat, and then some of us could be standing in a feeling of rest. Just let's try not to allow our restful state to feel like we're not capable of doing what we need to do. Because we always need to remember that we are channels for the divine, all of us, and whatever needs to be done will be done. And we don't really have a worry about it because God works through us. We have to remember that. So here, let's pull a card. We're using the Art of War, the Sun Tzu Art of War Oracle deck. I really like this deck. It gives a different perspective. It kind of tells a different story, which, shout out Ramblin' Mike, man. Playing tarot, telling stories. He's the OG with that. I did not make that up, nor would I ever claim to. I'm not Al Gore. Alrighty, so now we've got combined energy teamwork. So it's easier to lift a heavy weight with others than by ourselves. You can apply this to your decision making too. Seek advice from those who are more knowledgeable than you in specific areas, which will help you make better small choices. The more you know, the more options you will have. Yeah, that's really true. This card's just screaming humility at me. It's screaming humility at me, I know that it's better to communicate from a place of authority, right? It's better to communicate from a place of authority. People resonate with it more, at least probably 80% of people resonate with it more, because we're all looking for leadership in these small little videos that we want, so we can take that and we can try to lead our own lives with it. It's like, where are we being blind today? What am I not seeing? You know what I mean? Alright, the other side of the card says, the clever combatant looks to the effect of combined energy and does not require too much from individuals. Hence, his ability to pick up the right men and utilize combined energy. I really enjoy team building. It's one of my favorite things to do at work. I market myself for that online. I started marketing myself for that online, and then I had a bunch of peoples with that. Team is everything. Now, no one person can make or break success or failure. The only thing that one person can do, one person is capable of, is changing the culture, which will in fact change everything. One person is more than capable of changing the culture, because all it takes is somebody to flick a pebble. That's it. So if you find yourself in a place and you feel absolutely powerless, all you got to do is just aim to change the culture into one that's positive, one that's constructive, one where people can tell each other the truth, right? One where people don't just all agree with each other, one where people are realistic. And you just got to bring a positive attitude with you everywhere you go, and it changes that culture. To be the sun, to be the sun. That's what changes it. Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world, right? He was right. Because if one person does that, it can change everything. It can change everything. But you got to have humility, right? Because that one person's probably not going to get the credit. He's not. He's more of like a martyr to the benefit of everybody. But it's his ego that's the martyr, not him. He's not going to die. We all need to kind of martyr our own egos for the benefit of everybody else. Because we benefit from that. It's like we walk into a system and we don't like the way that it is, and then we change the system so that we can like it more. And then it turns out everybody likes it more. And it's all because we have that dream that we hold on to. We have that vision of sunshine deep inside of our souls. And we're not afraid to be pointed at and say, look at this idiot. Why is he always so happy? We're not afraid of that. Because it's the dumb people who are the ones who are going to say that stuff. These systems that we have all over this country, all over this world, they're hierarchies, they're corporations, right? Businesses. People derive a lot of internal satisfaction from the work that they provide for their jobs. But anyway, the danger of those things, and Jordan Peterson said this once, is when a hierarchy becomes based off of equity rather than competence, it's a huge problem. And that is the big problem with the world. You know what I mean? It's all based on equity. It's not based on competence. You know, nobody's even really looking for competence anymore. They're not. You know, and so that's why I guess I'm switching topics here, but that's why we need to team up with one another. We have to have our own packs, you know, because these hierarchies are loaded up with dumb people. They're just stupid people who have managed to wiggle their asses into a spot with some influence. And they want to protect that spot because they know that they don't deserve it. You know they don't deserve it. You know, and their egos cause them to just want to hold on to it. And so, you know, that just means that you're going to be making fun of somebody for no matter. You're going to be. Somebody could. You know, you're going to make fun of. The person who's the best is always going to be the target. No matter what, you know? And if they can't get you on anything, they're going to just start saying that you're dirty and gross. And that's how you know you're winning. Because you're not dirty and gross. You're a divine being made by God perfectly in the image of that of which you were supposed to be made. You know? You deserve love. And the Lord will have judgment on these people in this life. And you will get to watch it as long as you stay true to yourself. Pray to Jesus. You know? Vengeance will be brought down. And you'll have nothing to do with it. You'll just get to watch it like a movie. So stay up. Stay up. Love you. Oh, this freaking button, dude, here.